Hi everyone! If you've seen the Kickstarter for Juken, you'll have seen promotional material for Alpha Block's second and third sets. Then, if you've been following me for quite some time, you'll know that I'm quite a bit further than that, both in planning and actual work. So today, I'm going to discuss just how far I am as of late August 2022, and where Alpha Block goes in terms of content without spoiling too much. In terms of raw numbers, I know exactly where the first 3 blocks go, sets 1 through 9. I understand what I want to do with both sets 10 through 18 and sets 19 through 27 in terms of their big mechanics. This is 9 years worth of product, and each grouping of 3 years has a defining concept that ties them together. Initial concept work has been done for both groups 2 and 3, with some draft work on group 2's concept, but nothing major. I have a ton of smaller themes in my ideas documents for different blocks waiting to be used, and there will be new cards made to work with the defining concepts of each new grouping. My current progress is that Alpha 2 Power Surge is finished playtesting, while Alpha 3 the Blizzard Empress is nearly finished playtesting, likely on its final round. Both were thought to be finished, but I wasn't completely happy with them for multiple reasons. They were good, but could be improved, so I've gone back and revised them to be the best experiences they could be. A2's artwork is actually nearly finished, second to last card as of writing, but revisions to the product to make it the best it can be will necessitate some edits, backgrounds, and some new artwork. A2's artwork overall is much stronger than A1, being generally in line with the best cards of A1. But this is largely a result of the experience both I and the artist gained through making A1. Both A2 and A3 have a considerable amount of cut content, including cut cards that already had artwork done. None of these cards were cut because they weren't working as an entity themselves, but due to the quality and viability targets of the sealed product necessitating different cards, or because some design philosophies behind the game changed and what they became didn't fit the product. This would total around 9 cards, 3 per colour, and it's possible these cards could be released in a specialty set at a future date. Beta Block's first 2 sets, B1 and B2, have had some initial testing done. After starting work on testing for both, it was decided A2 and A3 could be better, so I went back. B1 is being revised to go back into testing as soon as A3 is done. We now have a better grasp of the mechanics and how far they have to be pushed to be viable, while B2, due to its own quirks, is actually around 50% done. Red for B2 is pretty much done bar one level 2 attack that needs to be revised. Yellow isn't that far behind, and blue needs a lot of work to get right. B3 is mostly in draft, and recently had its yellow fighter completely replaced. Gamma Block has most of its mechanics in place, and some initial concept work done, but nothing major. It's essentially in the pre-planning stage. I don't want to say too much more, because nothing is set in stone yet. This is also where we start slowing down on new characters. By this time the roster will be 18 characters, and it becomes time to start returning to older characters, not only to support them, but give new people a chance to get them. They won't be the same cards, however, so there will be something new if you've already got the set they debuted in. Both their arsenal and corner will also be greatly revised with new content and themes. With all of that said, what of Alpha Block? As you can see of Alpha 1, the new challenges, it is designed to be a solid foundation for Juken. Produce a feels-good experience out of the box, close matches between players of comparable skill levels, and be easy to comprehend. This is always the goal, but due to how different characters work, some sets result in certain matchups that will require a much higher skill level. You'll notice A1 is also very reserved with hyper control, and that's deliberate. Hyper attacks and hyper forms feel good. The first set of a block will usually be made to allow breathing space for Hyper and let people enjoy the Hyper mechanics. A2 Power Surge both expands on A1 and introduces a lot of new. Each of the new fighters, Mark the Grizzly Bear, Louise the Cockatiel, and D-Stinger the Wasp, bring with them completely new concepts not found in A1. Mark is big, strong, and plays exactly like you'd expect him to. Incredibly powerful and can end games quickly if your opponent isn't ready for him. Louise is very defensive in her playstyle, focusing on blocks. With Louise, you'll also learn how different fighters can use the same cards for different reasons. D-Stinger was a favourite of playtesting, having a heavier focus on direct disruption tools than Taichi. D-Stinger also brings a new mechanic that is to die for. A2 also includes quite a few new tools that the fighters of A1 will enjoy in constructed play, regardless of whether you wish to keep each fighter in their colour or go for the tertiary coloured corners and arsenals. This is also true in reverse. Each fighter from A2 gains a lot from A1's cards in constructed play, especially Louise and D-Stinger, who gain a lot of consistency from red, or yellow in the case of D-Stinger. Finally, A2 also brings the first card to directly require a fighter of a specific weight class, the Testicular Power Surge. A3, the Blizzard Empress, focuses more on constructed play than A1 or A2, and as a result packs more of a punch than the prior two sets. A3 introduces 3 new fighters, Satria the Komodo Dragon, Najpal the Cobra, and Snowy the Cat. Satria is a big, strong guy like Mark, but expressed differently, and carries a lot of the traits of his species. Najpal the Cobra will likely be a major choice for competitive play. He's not terribly exciting for casual, and does have answers, but what he does have is the type of thing that competitive players gravitate towards. Snowy has a combo-focused playstyle much like Taichi, but completely revolving around pinning your opponent down in one aspect of play. Snowy also brings the first effect to block an attack, giving a reason for precision to exist. A3 also contains support for both A1 and A2. For A2, a theme found in all 3 colours gets more components, part of a gradual rollout that will happen over the first 3 years, while all the push for constructed play in A3 directly ties into the themes found in A1. So there you have it, where I am, what I have planned, and what to expect in the future. If this sounds good to you, your support on Kickstarter for Hyper Juken would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time friends, thanks for watching.